Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to Minecraft and HellishVille. Now, we're not actually at HellishVille today. We're somewhere more near the centre because we're celebrating 1.6.2 being released. And with 1.6 we got many new things, including horses, and welcome to my horse ranch. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the ranch before we get on with most of the day's things. Follow the path that way, it leads off to HellishVille. Follow it that way, it leads to the central area and other places. Now, to celebrate 1.6 being released, we on the server had a competition, and you can see some other structures in the background that was built as part of the competition. There we go, that one was Mark Isle, that tower. And this is what I built. It's a horse ranch, and there's a horse. This is my personal horse that seems desperately trying to get away. We'll get to that in a second, but yep, this is my horse ranch, so I'll get a quick tour. So yep, you got horses now. To tame them you need to ride them, or attempt to ride them with nothing in your hand. After a few attempts you will eventually get little hearts, and you will be able to ride the horse. However, you won't be able to control the horse until you have a saddle, which still can only be found in dungeon chests and chests like that spawn in the world. You can get a leash to follow to tie onto them, so they can tie them to a post, like that one is out there. He's tied up, and you can also pull them around using it. But you can also use them on other mobs as well, pigs and sheep and so forth. You can't use them on things like zombies. You can have many of them being pulled around at the same time. Here in front of you, here in the shop, we have different foods for sale that horses like to eat. They go from left to right in order of how much health they heal, and also how much it grows a foal. Because once you breed two horses together, you get a young foal. Once you grow them up by feeding them, you can then attempt to tame them. To activate love mode, as they're calling it, you either need a golden carrot or a golden apple. Now, in 1.6, golden apples actually require bars, so I haven't included golden apples because it's very expensive. Golden carrots do the same job, and they just require golden nuggets. So, yep, you've got over here sugar, wheat, apples, golden carrots, bread, and hay bale. And the golden apple goes in between the bread, the bread and hay bale. And they're in order of how much it heals a horse and how much it increases the growth. It also increases taming probability, apparently, so you can feed it beforehand. Somewhere between 3 and 10% up to bread. You can't feed it hay bales, and it's between 30 seconds and 3 minutes that it increases speed growth and heals between half of heart, and a hay bale heals a full 10 hearts. So this is the store. That's the private area back there where we got all the beds and so forth. We'll come back that way in a minute. This is the paddock where our horses are free to roam, our spell horses. Horses do spawn in chunks that were generated before 1.6. However, if you've got too many natural passive mobs about, you may need to kill some to get some new horses to spawn. Through the paddock we have the jumping area. You can check how high the horses jump here. Most of them I have found so far can clear 3.5. I haven't had a horse yet that can clear the 4-block high one. And then here is my drag racing, so to speak, to find out if one horse is faster than another easily. You flip the switch, get the horses into their positions, and they automatically open the gates, and away you go. Horses automatically step up 1 block, so they're as 2 blocks high. And at the other end we've got some tripwires. Just quickly show you tripwires that lead to a couple of pistons that just push a couple of blocks forward. I did have gravel on this one on the right, and I had sand there, so the order of which they get pushed down into this gap is the order of who wins. I haven't got any gravel at the minute, so I've just put dirt there for now. For example, if this horse comes in first and then this horse comes in, you'll end up like that. And the other way around. It's quite obvious, but I'll just quickly do it anyway. There we go, and there we go. This one comes in first, and that one doesn't get like that. So the dirt will stay there. You could just do it with two different colours, so you can see which one gets pushed into the middle last. You could put gravel in there. So just a simple torch elevator and tripwire. So that's that bit. So we can test how high they can jump, test how fast they can go, and they also have different amounts of health, and this is all done through breeding. You activate the love mode, like I said, with the golden carrots, and you breed them, and they have different amounts of hearts and stuff. And you also have armour. Now I'm just going to get on this one. You do your inventory on the horse, you've got saddles and horse armour. So I found this horse armour way out there. This is it's actually tied up by a lead, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Yep, so I'm going to leave the ranch, but I'm just going to finish talking. So yeah, this is the horse that I use. It seems to be the fastest that I've got. It's got a row and 3 hearts of health. It's the most I've managed to get so far in this short space of time. And yes, I was lucky to find some golden horse armour. So that's the ranch that we built as part of the competition. I think next episode we're going to have to look at building ourselves some stables in HellishVille, where we're heading now. I did add this little tunnel that leads up to our existing bridge on the west side. Here we go. But I haven't really got anywhere to put my horse in HellishVille at the minute, so I'm just going to tie him to a lamppost, and I'll show you how to use the lead. So click on the horse, close enough, there we go. You can lead him around as much as you like, and you can also just click on any fence post. I'm not sure if it works on nether fence, definitely works on wooden, and they won't wander too far. In fact, they won't be able to wander very far at all. Okay, so that's horses, and we're back in HellishVille. Last time, I think I promised you we were going to look at my Enderman farm, Ender Pearls. I think we will do that now. So let me just check. No, we won't take that. If I'm in the middle of doing something, I'll quite often just place a chest down where I am. And oh yes, I forgot about these. I realised that I used half slabs up here, and you can use any semi-transparent block up there. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to replace them with stairs like that. The chests will still open, and from the outside they look like a full block. So there we go. That's a little improvement there. So into the storeroom, and we need some equipment. Don't need a lot. We need some registered torches, pressure plates, pistons, and some cobblestone. I think that all about do us. I'm going to put my diamond gear away in this chest. Going into the end, and we're going to not only going to be going into the end, but we're also going to be hanging off a place where we could fall down, and we don't want that. So I'll just put that back. Yep, I think that's everything we need. I'll keep my lead on me for now, and in that case I just need, shall I take some armour? I'm going to take a sword, I'm going to take a bow. I will almost certainly need a pick for when I go wrong. If I'll take that spade just because I can. Okay, I don't think we'll bother with any armour. We'll just go like this. And I'm also running out of food. So next time, if it's not the stable in HellishVille, it might be some sort of automated food thing for next time. Don't want to be in here, but I accidentally went into the wrong building, so that's our underground. That's another thing on the to-do list as well. So, oh, this also reminds me, now minecarts, you need to left shift to get out. So we've already got, I think, was it 3 things we got for next time. We'll get some automated food, we've got stables to build, and Just getting turned around a little bit. But I'm going to show you the minecart system as well. We're actually going to build a new branch to our minecart network. Right. So, that is all about horses in 1.6. There's also things like coal blocks, clay blocks, carpets, and a couple of other little things. Zombies have had a big tweak. We do want to be here, but we want to be over this end. We need a minecart. Okay, there we go. So, the Enderman farm. It's a very simple place in the end. It is placed out on a platform far, far away from the main landmass. Now, in the main landmass, it's probably about 124 blocks away, maybe a little bit more, probably about 160, just to be safe. Which means those chunks aren't going to be loaded, and the only place the Endermen spawn is wherever you build. So if you build a platform with lots of torches, no Enderman will spawn there, but if you build above that, and put some pads up there, Enderman will spawn up there. Now if you stick a pressure plate and pistons, they'll get pushed off and end up falling, and if you get the right fall damage, you can... Oh, nearly didn't get that. You can do it so that they only have half a heart. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Now I already have the Enderman farm, as you may or not have seen in my videos, but I'm going to extend it so you'll see how it's done. So what I did from the where you spawn, I built across. I eventually added a minecart track so we could get there quicker. You can see there's a lot of Endermen over there. Endermen spawn more regular in the end than they do on the overworld. Looks like there's a structure over there I didn't notice before, so we might check that on the way back. And just for making things nice and handy, I've got a little enchanting table, workbench. I did have an anvil there, but it's gone. Of course, an end chest and some bits. So I'm going to take the pumpkin, I'm going to take the ladder, and I'm going to take these 3 cobblestone. Now the reason why those 3 cobblestones there is because I'm going to put the pumpkin on just for a bit while I'm working down here for a second. The pumpkin stopped the Enderman attacking you, if you didn't know. I'm just going to build this down. I left this tower here and I took the bottom off so I could run around. And there's the last 3 ladders. So up here, they're my spawning pads, and once we get up there and wait a couple of seconds, we'll be safe to take the pumpkin off. Come on. Come on. Nearly there, nearly there. And you can see underneath where I've put the torches already. But I'll go through how to do all this. So, quick look around, no Enderman, and because nothing spawns within 20 blocks, I think it's 24 blocks? I think it's 24 blocks of you, we're safe up here. Now, we're not safe down there, so we shouldn't really look down there. And this is why I'm not carrying much, because I'm just going to break this bit off the end. And if I hold shift and peer over, you can see that at the moment we've got a bit of a platform, but beyond that, it's nothing. So I started over here, and we're going to build across. We're just going to build another load. So let's just get everything here, and that's really all you need. It depends how big you want to make it, but let's start. So first of all, we need a gap. There's your gap. That's where they're going to fall down. Then, oh sugar! I looked at one of them. You can hear the noise. If he comes up here and pushes me off, I'm going to chicken out and put the pumpkin on. Sorry guys, what I'll do is I'll zoom the screen in a bit so you don't see the black around the edges, and hopefully you can see better. So I'm just going to nerd bridge out here as I did previously, like that. And I think I went out 10 there. And as you can see, that's where the pressure plates go. And if I stand here, I don't know if you can see, but that's where a line of torches go as well. You can't see them, but I'm just going to... you can just see them in the corner there. Just going to place these. Now I haven't got any spare, so if I accidentally put these in the wrong place and knock them off and don't catch them back, then I'm in trouble. So once you've carefully put them on, a block on top, like so, and And I'll just put one there for completeness, even though it's not an actual spawning pad. And then we can just go down here and put our pressure plates on. There we go, 10 of them. And then we want a torch here. There we go. Oh god, we don't want that one. Hope I don't lose it. Yeah, got it. So I'm going to talk very quickly about the redstone on this one. Pressure plate powers the block beneath it strongly. The torch that's attached on the other side you can't see will turn off. Now that was powering this block above, which is why the torch on top is currently off. So the torch behind is powering this block in front, and that torch on top is off. You step on the pressure plate, the torch underneath goes off, which means this one now can turn on. And the last thing to do is to place your piston up. Now don't jump and whack it on the top, because the torch will activate with you on the pressure plate and it will push you off. You need to come in from the side like so, and you need to be careful about how you do it. There. Oh, it didn't turn around the right way again. I nearly lost that. It's a good job I jumped up there. Now, I know I did that the same way previously, but why? I know it's because I'm not looking right. Let's try like that. Yeah, okay. No. Alright, well, you get the idea of how you place these down. Instead of you watching me trying to very slowly and very carefully place these on, I'm going to do these off camera, and I will also do exactly the same as what I've done here, but I will just do it down here the other way, and then that'll be done. And as you can see, the result of this torch turning on when you step on the pressure plate, piston goes out. Enderman is 3 blocks tall, it pushes him across, we're only 2, or just less, and he falls down. So, see you in a moment when I have got these pistons and the other side all in. Well, I've nearly finished this side, and unfortunately, bad news, people. I died. I fell off, and I fell down, and I died. Trying to remember how to put these pistons up easily, and you know what? I remembered. Don't put the pressure plates on. It makes it immensely simple. And I was, again, as I do with most things, overcomplicating it. Jump up, pop it on top of the torch. Done. No problem. Sorted. And then we can put the pressure plates in. Okay, so that is a full new row. You can make it as long as you want. You can put as many rows in as you want. There'll be a certain amount that makes sense. It's moderately resource intensive, but I mean, you need a bit of redstone, you need a bit of iron and redstone for the pistons and so forth, but it's not too bad. But yeah, so that's it. That's as easy as that. We've got a new spawning row. So they'll spawn on these pads, activate the pistons and get pushed down. If they spawn on these bits, which there is a possibility, they will still walk. They should still walk around, and eventually they'll either walk onto one of these side pads and they'll get pushed down. There is a small chance that they will spawn on top. I don't remember that happening, and I don't think they spawn on pistons, but if you wanted to, you could just line the top with glass to make sure. I'm not going to bother. So yeah, I got pushed down by one of the pistons trying to figure it out, and then I figured it out. So there we go, we've got a new line in. So let's put our pumpkin head on just to be safe, and we're going to take the easy way down with an ender pearl. Make sure we actually land it on the platform. There we go. So now we've got an extra row in. we're going to get Enderman dropping down soon, and they are just the right height to land at half a heart. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend, I'm going to extend this. So whilst I died, I brought back some iron bars with me. You don't have to use iron bars, you could just put a wall in, but I decided I'm going to use iron bars. There we go. So I'm just going to quickly extend this by a bit. Let's extend it by 3. Yeah, that'll help. So as you can see, the Enderman just dropped down there. He is now on half a heart. Unlike witches and so forth, they will not re-heal, and you can just punch him like that. Now, the most I can seem to get to spawn in this particular setup is around the 70 to 80 mark. I did have nearly 90 once, I think. And it takes approximately 7 or so minutes for all of them to spawn. Now if you're running round smacking them in the face like I just was then, you can actually just about, or you can kill them quicker than they spawn. So what I do is I tend to wait for 5 minutes or so, run around, kill all the ones that have spawned in those 5 minutes, as well as killing the ones that spawn whilst I'm killing those, and that'll be about it. And then I'll wait for a little while longer. One of the main reasons I'm out here at the moment is because whilst I was building that ranch, I damaged all my diamond tools rather badly. They all need repairing majorly. It's not really safe for me to walk backwards here, is it? We'll just do that side. Oh, run out. Hang on, wait. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. There we go. This is the only bad thing about iron railings, is that, well, apart from that they cost a lot of irons, that you have to try and just get that just right on there, and if you don't, you end up not doing anything. The other option is on the end. So yeah, every 7 minutes or so you can go around and you get enough Enderman there to get yourself probably up to level 20 or so. But what we'll do is, I mean, I've got level 6 now. I can't really demonstrate unless I use those 6 levels, which I think I might be able to do. So what I'll do is that I'll just finish this bit off like so, and I'll take away the old one here, the old barrier, and I will see you in a moment when I have done that and got rid of my levels. Right then, I've got F3 up here, and you can see under the third row down, E for entity there, we're on 78-ish. Yeah, there we go, we're on 78-ish, and it gets to about maximum there, it won't go any higher. And that took just under 7 minutes to do, and I've managed to get rid of most of my levels. I still have half a level, but half a level isn't really that much, especially when we're going into the higher levels. So let's just get rid of F3, and I'm going to go around. And I'm probably going to have to turn the volume down of the game at this point, because I'm going to spam you with these horrible noises. Let's see. We'll also see how many ender pearls we'll get from this lot. I'm estimating 50 at a guess. Now bearing in mind, some are going to spawn as we're doing this, okay? So we actually do end up with a few more than 70 odd by the time we've killed them all. But I am just bashing them in their heads with baked potatoes. And I'm trying to work my way across. Just take a little while. Now unfortunately, even though water can exist in the end, as far as I know anyway, you can't use water to flow these guys all into one place. because, well, they take damage in water and then you wouldn't get the XP. I think you'd probably still get the ender pearls. So if you just purely wanted the ender pearls, you could probably work it out so that they fall into water channels somehow. You might have to change the shape of the pads up there so that they fall into a certain point. Okay, so there we go. All killed. We'll ignore them for now. I think it's just a little piece of XP there that seems to be stuck. Yeah, that's all of it. So there we go, 24 levels, and that ender pearl stack was already there, so a stack and a half. So a lot less than what I was thinking there. Well, not a tremendous amount less, but a little bit less than what I was thinking on the ender pearl side. But we do get 24 levels, which is rather good, I think. And I don't think that is going to allow us to repair our Shuttle of Destiny. Oh, I do have some iron ingots, so I can make myself. Have I got enough to make? Let's try and see if we got enough to make. I think we need 3 iron blocks. Is it across the top? Like that? Yep, there we go. Anvil. Very expensive things they are in terms of iron, but they last a while, and it's an absolute saviour in trying to find diamonds, because you can just repair stuff and enchanting. Okay, so 20 levels to get it that far, 25 levels to get it there. So that's the sort of thing you're looking at to repair a heavily damaged shovel with efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. So that's been a very quick introduction to 1.6 with just identifying around the horses, and that we're going to do some stables, but mainly about the Enderman farm today. We've expanded it so hopefully they spawn a little quicker. 7 minutes, 24 levels of XP, around 40 ender pearls, and that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, because ender pearls are very useful for getting around. Okay, well, I've been Master Hellish. This has been my Enderman farm. You've been watching my HellishVille series. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you like the episode, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.